Hey, aloha, gang. Dr. Russ Rosen here, and I'm very excited to have our special guest with us, and that is Dr. Brock McCurdy, the Aussie, who is working in and living in Barcelona, Spain. Dr. McCurdy, how are you, my brother?
Hello, doing great, Russ.
Yeah, yeah. So listen, Dr. McCurdy and I have been working together since on and off since 2009. And what I would say about this character, and I've gotten to really become friends with him and spend time with him in Barcelona, is he's just one of those guys who does what he says he's going to do. So many people have all kinds of ideas and they just don't get to it. And every time we've done anything inside of his practice, he doesn't just do what he says he's going to do, he takes it to the next level, whether it's training his staff or whether it's coming up with A-frames in front for people walking by. He's got a real beautiful office. And one of the things he has put together is this program that you want to know about. If you want to help people get healthy and stay healthy versus just getting out of pain, you have to have a way of helping them monitor their process throughout it, throughout their care. And we don't want it to take a lot of time, energy, and effort on your side. Dr. McCurdy and I had talked about this several years ago. He came up with an idea, and as always, he has brought it to fruition. So,
Mm.
Brock, tell us about what you've put together.
Well, thanks, Russ. Before I start, I mean, we started working together in 2009. I just want to give a bit of gratitude to you. I remember I was setting up a new practice, and I was actually in a really bad state. I didn't have much money. I was totally in survival mode, could hardly cover rent. And I called around for different coaches because I needed help and interviewed quite a few, spoke to some friends, and you had 5 stars across the board. People spoke really highly of you. So I started coaching, and to be honest, it was quite a risk for me because I didn't have much money at the time, but I had to do something. And not only did you get me out of survival very quickly, you've given me the tools to really create the practice of my dreams. I mean, I love my practice. I have a great team. The practice runs itself now. I have free time to work on products like what I'm going to share with you guys. And I mean, 80% of what I've built is built off what you taught me, of your systems. So you're actually one of the most influential people I've had in my life, both personally and professionally. So I just want to thank you. Thank you, man, for what you've done for me. Yeah. And through a lot of the work we've done, this has sort of came through a bit of that. So basically, the problem is that a lot of patients will stop care after their presenting complaint has been fixed or their pain is gone. And this is hugely frustrating for us chiropractors because we know that chiropractic is so much more than just, fixing pain. Chiropractic Outcomes is what I've created, and it's an online form that tracks patient outcomes as they progress through care and presents it to them in an easy to understand format. So we're enhancing patient experience, increasing retention, and in the end, growing our practice. This whole thing started because I wanted to get data on the subjective outcomes I was getting with patients. So I measure feeling and function every 12 visits. Function, I'll do a variety of functional tests, and feeling, I was using the paper forms, yours, Russ. And we would measure the top presenting complaints and then a variety of health factors on a 1 to 10 scale. So sleep, ability to handle stress, energy levels. And then I moved to digital, got a bit more modern. But what I really wanted was the data. I wanted to know, okay, after I had over 2,000 forms, I think, okay, and I'm thinking people say they get better in sleep, but by how much? What's my scorecard? How much am I improving sleep? How much am I improving people's ability to handle stress? So I thought of actually getting a data analyst to go in and go through all the forms. I had over 2,000 of your forms stacked away, and I thought maybe they can go in there and get all the numbers and put it into some sort of Excel, and then I can get my stats, like the average results, my average expected results with patients. And I thought, okay, that's probably going to be quite a bit of money. There's human error, and it's not really repeatable. I can't have someone come in every year and do that. So I thought there must be some sort of digital product out there that tracks and stores this information automatically. So I called various companies. I couldn't find anything. So I thought, well, I'll just build it myself. And it took a few years, a lot of money, a bit of stress. I actually became really obsessed with this whole thing, but ended up creating something I'm really proud of. And what initially was built to capture subjective data for statistics there was a lot of other unexpected benefits from it. And the biggest one was, as I said before, patients stopping care when their pain goes away because they don't understand the true value of chiropractic. What this program actually did, Chiropractic Outcomes actually does, is adds value to chiropractic. It expands it from just pain to all these other amazing benefits we get through chiropractic. It makes the revision process super efficient and easy. It does the heavy lifting in the communication process in revisions. It has a really professional look, so sort of increase the value of my practice. And finally, I'm building data on the outcomes I'm getting with patients. So I built this for myself, as I said. I didn't have plans of selling it, but friends saw it and they go, man, you got to sell this. Chiropractors need to do this. So I turned it into a product that we can see today.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a beautiful product. It's very simple and easy to use.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is there is, and it's something we always talk about when we're coaching, is headspace and procedures and feeling versus function.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to know how they're feeling. I personally have done it where I practiced and I didn't want to talk any symptoms, but last I checked, the sensory part of the nervous system and the patient's experience is part of the nervous system. So we need to know how they're feeling, but it's not just symptomatically, it's all these other things. So in our program, it's what their subjective experiences of their range of motion, of their posture, of their joy and happiness, of their anger. Are they having to make dietary changes because they are too sick? Are they making dietary changes because they're healthy and happy? So we want to look at their experience of their body and their symptoms, but we also want to look at their life. And again, that concept of being able to take it and score it. Winners keep score. It's as simple as that. I don't want to have to guess, and I don't want them to have to guess. And one of the things that Brock and I talked about originally, if you take a look at my outcome assessment questionnaire, where is that bad boy? Right here on the first page. One of the things and this is kind of where you started originally, was
this is where it was born, from your form.
Yeah, is people are able to have these questions, and then they're able to monitor their progress over time, and people are always shocked. They're always shocked where they go, oh, my 30 years of headaches are completely gone. I forgot all about those.
Yeah.
So in your program, they get to actually score it, and then they get to see these beautiful, what it's like graphs, and how did they get to see? Because it's been a while since I saw it.
Yeah, so what it does, and what was quite original on this platform, this software, is it captures the data, the numbers, and it transforms it into a graph, so they can visually see how they're improving. And there's something about it that just makes sense to people. And what we'll see as we go through the revisions, let's say it's their third revision, it will show the lines from their last two revisions, so they can see their progress.
Yeah.
And also what we do, I measure 10 health metrics. So they're not their presenting complaints. So immune system, how they feel, their posture. I mean, very similar to the stuff you have, Russ, ability to handle stress. And they can see the lines improving, but then we give them an overall score. We just turn into a number. So we give them their health metric or their average health score. Most people start around 30. They'll see they go up to 50 and they're going, wow, chiropractic's actually helping all these things, And then that moves their consciousness, because their back pain usually goes away pretty quickly. But then they're seeing all this other stuff, so they keep coming in for the, more wellness or vitalistic chiropractic reasons,
Yeah. And go ahead.
Yeah. And as you said, like, I used to never talk about pain or symptoms many years ago. But I realized, the most important thing, I love objective testing. I'm really into it. But the important thing for patients is how they feel. And that's what's important to them. And so it's important to connect where people are at. And really, if people have a healthy functioning nervous system, they should feel better in many aspects of their life over time, And we think if we tell someone the chiropractic story that they'll get it, but many don't. And when we look at the hierarchy of influence, telling someone something is the least likely way to change their belief system. What is very high in changing someone's belief system, or more likely, is their experience. So what this whole software is actually designed to do is capture their experience and then show it to them in a beautiful format, like an easy to understand format. And then people see it and they believe it, and then they understand chiropractic from the inside out. It taps into their emotional and logical brain. It's extremely effective. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things we're always talking about, if you want to help people get healthy and stay healthy from the neuroscience of communications, which Brock has wired, is you're going to draw their story out of them. And instead of trying to teach them what you want to teach them by cramming it down their throat, and the reptilian brain shuts it down and they never get it, we just draw their story out of them, take our story and apply it to their story. And all of a sudden, this is their story now, drops into their limbic system as a new belief system. And this process does that for them. Where, look, if you're, during the exam, we talk about touch, tell, ask, teach, where they do have headaches, but they also have spaciness, dizziness, mood swings, brain fog. They do have some mid-back pain, but they do have indigestion. They do have some low back pain, but they do kind of pee a little bit when they cough, or they've got diarrhea, and they're not able to do the things they want to do in their life. So if we're talking about those things, we want them to see that those things are improving. And of course, if the nervous system is improving, they live their life through their nervous system. You live your life through your nervous system. Your experience of life is through your nervous system. So if the nervous system is getting healthier, your life is getting healthier, your life is getting better. And we want them to have a representation of something they can look at and they can say, wow, look at this. I'm not just feeling better for what I came in for, but those things we talked about originally, those things are improving too. And my experience is, and I know yours is too, once they get that, they become referring machines, because their experience of life is better. And then they can see it. And when they see this, it becomes their story. It becomes their story. What we taught them becomes their story, and they go out and they tell, they stay, pay, and refer. So again, the program is absolutely brilliant.
Thanks, Russ. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's a great, I'm really happy what it can do for patients, because it helps them understand the big picture of chiropractic. It helps the practitioner because it grows their practice. And the big picture of this is helping the profession, because if we can have a lot of chiropractors using this, we can put the data together and show what the amazing things chiropractic does,
Absolutely. It can become a tremendous study that you can put together.
Yeah,
with
this is the big plan for it.
And again, as soon as I saw it, I was saying, dude, you really got to, or mate, sorry about that, ciao. You really got to get this out for other doctors. I know that probably everybody that I coach, because they're already doing all this stuff, they already have that. If they had a way of doing this without taking, I don't know, what was it, 1.5 years or 2 years of your life to put this together, if they don't have to do that, they can just use what you put together. And it's customizable. Like, so much of what you've done is
you can customize it, put your logo, your own colors. So it's coming from your practice. You can even upload videos. So on my educational videos, I've embedded into this now. So yeah, there's a lot of there's open-ended questions that you can customize as well. So it's very simple, but it's highly customizable. So it comes from your practice. Yeah.
Yeah, and really simple for the patient to go through. It's not a big homework assignment. And again, I just can't recommend it enough. So for docs who are interested in finding out more about this, Brock, how do they do that?
Yeah, so check out my webpage, which will be there'll be a link in the email. There's really two options for you. You can sign up straight away. It's a really easy platform to use, and you can see there's in the help center, it shows you how to use a product. Or if you'd like a demo, you can also click on the demo button on the website, and I can take you through the platform. So there's two options. You can either sign up straight away, or just book a demo and we can have a chat.
Yeah, fantastic. Good. So I'll take the link. I'll put it in the email. Anything else you want the docs to know before you and I head out?
No, that's it, Russ. I just appreciate the time and your help, getting this message out there, because I really think it can help a lot of chiropractors, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So gang, I can't recommend enough that you check this out. I think it's absolutely brilliant. He absolutely has taken something that I thought was really great and made it exponentially better by a long shot. And I was so happy that he put that together. So Brock, thanks so much. As always, much love and aloha. Bye, gang.